So I'm really pleased and honored to represent the consumer panel, and I would like to thank the EU IPO and European Commission for making this happen. Now, who is the runner-up for the consumer panel? CRYPTOMICE. So, is CRYPTOMICE coming?
We're going to need CRYPTOMICE up on stage. And if I say again, for those of you who weren't there this morning, they had already presented in the overall category as one of the two that might be the winner of the Blockathon on the whole. And now you've actually brought your team. Fantastic. The idea is, ladies and gentlemen, that both the winners and the runners-up have 3 minutes time to very briefly get to the point of what their solution was and why it was relevant to consumers. And then you tell us why you actually chose them.
Yeah, what we really appreciated in this solution, it was the long-term vision that you had. Also the fact that you were targeting with your solution the counterfeiter, which is really important for us. And another point that we have found really new in your presentation, it was the fact that the consumer, at the end was not receiving or accepting the counterfeit. So it doesn't have the counterfeit in his hands at the end. So it was the great point that we saw during your presentation.
Can I just say something? You can't be that shy. I know that you're sort of, coding, but why don't you all just sort of come to the middle of the stage? We want to see you. Right. Okay.
So which one?
So 3 minutes.
Yeah, so the point to address the consumer was like they shouldn't even have the fake goods in their hand. So we really thought about how can we structure a process which is reducing the incentive to inject fake goods in the market. And that is starting by giving the brands a possibility to be the only ones who can mint their own virtual products, and this is enforced by cryptography. So when they go down the distribution line, you can be sure that there will be at most the number of products they want to be on the market. So also another important thing we believe is that this is a challenge that cannot be solved in one day. So we really want to make sure that the vision, so working for this vision will create a sustainable and like a stable system. And that is why we really thought about the incentives behind every involved parties. And yeah, so I always make it before the end of the time, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So this is your award.
Hey, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So brilliant. Short, snazzy, no questions and answers, and I think we're all very happy for you. You leave me the microphone, and you've already said why you consider the solution to be very convincing. And now we would like to escort you down for a moment. And well, escort would mean that I would go with you, but I'm not, because we're, of course, very interested. Who is the winner in the category, in the challenge, consumers?
So, who is the winner? Music. I don't have the... FIDES.
And again, we've had Tobias and the team earlier, but this time the whole team comes up on stage. Come on, guys, you can do that quicker. You are very fast coding. All right.
Congratulations.
Please. I would like Arthur to I would like Arthur
again.
Like Arthur to take them.
Monsieur Malik, maybe you could come down over to this side to sort of be on the photo, and we would love to hear why the jury said that they are worthy of getting #1 place.
What we really appreciated in your solution, it was the fact that the consumer was really involved in the fight against counterfeit. It was really sensitized to the way to tackle the counterfeits. There was also another point. It was the fact that your solution permits to a brand like mine, like Chanel, to communicate on a good way on the fight against counterfeit, which is not sometimes an easy way to communicate. And the third point, which was really great for us, it was the fact that you were already working in a partnership with other competitors. So we would like to congratulate for that.
Tobias, 3 minutes.
All right, thank you very much. You've seen my face for a while already, so I just want to introduce my team. I have Jelle here from Belgium, Taras from Ternopil in Ukraine, Arthur, who works with me in Shanghai, but he's secretly French, don't tell anyone. We have Justin, who's Canadian, French, and our CEO, and now lives in Switzerland. We have Andrew Becker, who's from the US, who works with our team in Shanghai. We have Jarek, also from our Kiev office. And we have Jerry, last but not least, who was with the Big Chain DB team and who's helped us tremendously. And I think, you know, so I'm old, and compared to these guys, and except for Justin. But I think what made us realize that this is something we need to pursue at an aggressive level, consumer engagement for fighting counterfeits, is the fact that millennials, but also the younger generation, the Gen Zs, who are coming now into the market, they are losing trust in the brands. They're losing trust in that brands will take care of the planet, that they will ethically source their products, etc. And you see that the fastest growing areas in consumer goods are the brands that actually support the social cause. And we think that should be the standard, not the exception. And as such, we think that a consumer-driven movement to improve that and to become heroes in fighting counterfeits is really a way to optimize also these identifiers in the supply chain. And I want to thank Unchain as well as Recheck, the two other teams who did a really good job in helping us solidify this vision that yes, there are solutions out there that take care of upstream and that provide a cryptographically secure way of engaging the other actors in the supply chain. And yeah, I'm super humbled to be here today. So thank you very much also. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm not too sure whether we've heard much of your solution yet. So if you could wrap it up maybe in 2 minutes.
Yeah, so what we built was a blockchain. We didn't show the slides with the screenshots. I think a lot of you have seen a lot of the screenshots already. But a way of scanning a code, identifying it as genuine, and then receiving points in your wallet that you can then spend on social causes. I think that's really what we focus on in this hackathon, to have a way of empowering consumers with social impact and give them a way of engaging with the brands in a meaningful way, not just the tainted media that are out there now, you know, Facebook, YouTube. Those channels are becoming less and less relevant. And what we think is if brands move some of that spend that they're now spending on digital media and advertising over to impact spend, they will get a more meaningful engagement with the consumer. So it makes economic sense for them to do it. It's not just support more charities, it's actually follow the consumers in what they want and give them what they want. Then this problem will take care of itself. Yeah. Right.